Good morning. It is Wednesday, 9:40. I just left my first call of the day, which was in Bayville. Lochinvar issues, recently installed boiler that was never properly commissioned, and it was the first Lochinvar that this company had ever done, so we were there to help make sure everything was running properly. But really nice area. You can see the water. We're like almost at water level, so I've never been over here. It's cool to drive out here. But got a few service calls to run today, so hopefully I get some good footage, and hopefully you enjoy watching. Okay, so here is this Lochinvar night, and the owner has been having issues with the hot water cutting out, and when I got here a little bit after running for a little, the system did shut down on lockout for supply temperature. I traced out our system and our aquastat sensors back to our boiler, and they were reversed, so I put them to where they need to be, but that was causing the water tank to heat up to 156 degrees, and it's set for 135, so now we'll have actual control over that and we shouldn't error out. But really hot water for domestic water with no mixing valve. To be that hot is scary. And I just turned on a heating zone, nothing happened. TT to our boiler is not connected there, so another issue. I'll get that hooked up and then we should fire up for heating, and I can do a combustion analysis. We locked out because our auto reset high limit was reached. They had changed our auto reset high limit to 175, and of course it hits 175 trying to maintain a temperature 160 on our system. Our indirect tank is still at like 150 degrees. I'm trying to cool that off so we could get the system to run in domestic hot water as well. And we are dropping. So our outlet temperature, high limit, and the system is at 160, and we're modulating down. $197, $198. Ooh, are we gonna hit 200? Close. I might need to bring our system down or move our sensor. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we satisfied on all of our heating zones, and we satisfied on our tank. Just put this all back together. I put some tape on this because there was a little bit of a pinch there, and this is a spark ignition wire, so just to be safe. Combustion analysis, and system is running now as it should. Okay, so I finished up with that. That was a pretty nice call, not having to do anything major, just making minor adjustments to things, switching the locations of sensors. It would have been nice if the indirect tank was piped off of the primary manifold, but it's piped in as its own, so it is what it is. I am headed now towards Franklin Square for boiler maintenance. Ooh, the roads here are really bad. I'm in Bayport, but hopefully the maintenance isn't going to be very interesting, but maybe I'll get something. Here's that view on the north shore of Long Island, kind of central Long Island, North Shore, but pretty cool. Really nice, just straight road for like 3 miles, bordering the water. Really nice area. So here's our unit. I had to pull out a filthy filter upstairs. As soon as I turned it on, it cut out. There was no flame indicator light, so I pulled and cleaned the flame sensor, and now we seem to be running fine. Hopefully that was the issue. There's no intermittent failure, but we're pretty dirty, so I'm gonna have to get to cleaning all this out. Okay, so I just took off our top plate as well as our screws for our burner assembly. I cleaned our igniter, and I'll get this all cleaned off. Clean off just some of the loose debris that's in there. It's a little bit dusty, and get it all reassembled. Okay, so our combustion test is running right now. I cleaned off our burners, and I got as much of the dust as I could out of everywhere else. But nice good flame. It's sensing flame, and it seems to be running without any issues. Now we just got to make sure it's burning safely. So I finished with that. Allergies are really bad because I have cats, and everything was dusty with cat whatever. So headed off to the next, which is a Rheem water heater gas valve replacement under warranty in Laurelton. So hopefully that goes smoothly. A lot of the times these Rheems aren't installed properly, so we'll see what happens there. Okay, so I just stopped at 7-Eleven to grab a sandwich, and a subscriber stopped me. Pretty funny. He's been subscribed to me for some time now, and he just thought it was really cool to see me, which is pretty cool. But headed to that Rheem call. Okay, so that was absolutely insane. Customer was nuts. I walk up to the door, I ring the doorbell, no answer for like 5 minutes. She comes up to the door, then opens it with her screen door locked, and it has no screen. It's just the bottom portion, and it is like white, and the top, the screen's missing. And she opens her front door, she looks at me, and I was like, I'm with Pipe Doctor here to replace the part on your water heater. And she was like, okay. And I was like, may I come in? She goes, yes. And she just walks away with the front door locked. And I was like, what's going on? She comes back, she unlocks the door, and then she just starts blabbering, walking back and forth, saying that we did this, we did that. This is our first time here. I have no idea. She was screaming at the wall, screaming at her cat. I just got the part in, got her money, and got out of there. Now I'm headed to Freeport for an A.O. Smith call. But yeah, that was nuts. Just absolutely crazy. Craziest customer I've ever been to in my life. She needs to be put into like a mental institution. But whatever. Got power. Got power to our element. Oh, now we don't have power to our element. Interesting. We did have power to the element, and now we don't. Okay, so that was really strange. I called A.O. Smith, and I was like, the thermostat's bad. It's not sending power to the element. And she was like, okay, can you test the incoming power? And I was like, yeah, 240 volts. She was like, okay, can you test the outgoing power? And I was like, yeah, 0 volts. And she's like, it seems like the thermostat is working. I was like, what? And she was like, since I don't know what's wrong, I'm just going to send you all 4 parts. 2 thermostats and 2 elements. So I was like, whatever. You know, more free parts for the customer, the better. But that was very, very odd. That I don't know. But I'm headed off to my next call, which is a Burnham Alpine that I was at already. I was at this unit for a maintenance no, I wasn't there for a maintenance. I was there because it was leaking water. And it was leaking water from the exhaust piping, because that seal in the exhaust tends to go bad. I don't know why. And it's always a nightmare to change. And even after changing it, the leak comes back, which I've found through doing it a few more times since then. Their leak came back. So what I've been doing is I just put in fire-rated silicone, HVAC silicone. It works. better than using their actual gasket, so that's what I do. Sometimes it's not like the best looking thing. I try to do it nice and neat. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing there. But that customer also gave me PBA cards, which is cool. I don't know. Bridge and Tunnel Officers Benevolent Association. He's the president of it. I don't know. I don't know if it'll actually be any use, but next time I get pulled over, I guess I'll try it. I don't know. But yeah, on to that next one. Okay, so here's the Alpine. I used primer to clean off the surfaces before I put silicone on. It's clear primer. Just put it on a towel and I cleaned it off, but this is what I've been having to do with these. And looks like I need to pack some right under that clip, but just get silicone all the way around there. As many times as I've replaced this gasket, it has never stopped it. Let's see right there. Maybe I don't need to get more in there, but better safe than sorry. So, and this unit needs some care. We had a maintenance scheduled here a while ago and they canceled, so it's what it is. But it'd be really nice to give this thing a cleaning. Pull the trap out, pull the burner out, clean it all up, replace that leaking air vent. But I got the clamp back on the exhaust, and we are holding no drips. It'd be nice if replacing the gasket worked, but the next alternative would be to just replace the entire flue assembly, which I'm sure they're not going to do. And do we have any water dripping in here from the drip leg? No. Guess it's just radiant heat heating up, heat radiating over to this. But that is, it's dry. A little crusty, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Okay, so that's gonna be it for my calls for the day. I hate the sun in my eyes. I keep meaning to put sunglasses in the van, but I keep forgetting. I actually have them right by my door, my bedroom door, and I keep forgetting to grab them in the morning.
At the stop sign, turn right onto
yeah, today was a fine day. Tomorrow I'm doing with Peter, my brother, so Peter will be in a video. We're doing a Bosch tankless water heater, which I do like. I like them. They're nice. I don't know about the reliability because I just don't know, but it should be pretty good. I've installed a couple of them, and you know, their boilers I know are very reliable, as much as I don't like to work on them. But I do think that might be the next option that I'm going to be leaning towards as far as selling. We're going to try the Burnham Alta because it's more inexpensive than the Bosch, but as much of a pain as it is to work on, I've seen units that are 10 years old and they've never been touched, never had a part replaced, never been maintained, and they still look brand new.
Turn left onto Liberty Avenue.
And I can't say that about any other boiler that I've worked on, so yeah. What else? We'll be doing a whole home shut off at that an automatic shut off valve for the water main leak detector, whatever. That is at that same job.
Left onto Jenkins Avenue.
And
then turn right onto Sunrise
cleaning
Service
on
Road.
ductless units, or just one ductless unit, but should be smooth. And then after that I have an NTI boiler service call. Mike will be back, so the new hire will be with Mike. And yeah,
At the stop sign, turn right onto Sunrise Highway Service Road.
Main 207 HVAC's video, main HVAC 207, whatever his name is. He's a subscriber. He posted a long video last night. And I saw in the group chat people like, what am I even watching? So I'm curious to see how the video went, what he did. You guys should probably watch it too, because he'd appreciate that. Yeah, that's really it. Hopefully you enjoyed watching the video. Like the video if you liked it. Comment any advice or criticisms or feedback. And subscribe. Thanks for watching.